Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's Hamza, and in today's video, I am super excited. Oh, hold on. Let me get to the portfolio part so you guys can see this better. I am super excited, like I said just a second ago, and the reason is that I spent $25,000 in the market. Now, we're going to do something a little different than we do every single day. I mean, we are still going to go over the portfolio just in a different format because I do want to go over the new additions to the portfolio rather than going through the entire portfolio like I do every single day. So now, as you guys can see, we're at $145,000 and we are down roughly around 6,900, almost $7,000 for the day. But that is because the market is down. That is not because I made a $25,000 purchase in the market today. Now, the other thing you guys will notice is that I do have $24,000 of buying power still left in this account. And that is, of course, because when I deposited the $25,000, Robinhood gave me a margin. So the total buying power that I had was $50,000. And I don't intend on spending that $50,000 just yet entirely. So I did spend the $25,000, which was my equity, and the margin I am actually going to keep in the account for if the market dips, I may continue to buy further. Now, with that being said, let's quickly go over what is going on and what my portfolio looked like today. But before I jump into the video, guys, if you guys enjoy my content, remember to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. YouTube loves you guys for doing that and loves me a little more when you do. Okay, and now that that's out of the way, let's quickly go over today's purchases. So the first thing you guys will notice is Tesla. I do have one call of Tesla that I bought for April 1st because I think Tesla is going to move upwards by then. So we have 2 weeks on that call option. Fingers crossed, we're going to make a lot of money on that call. I am down $105, not too concerned about it at this point. I will be concerned tomorrow if this does not move in the right direction. But as of right now, I am holding the call overnight. Okay, now the other thing I wanted to show you guys is that I also bought call options for Palantir, but unfortunately those are hidden behind my face on the screen. So I can't show them to you, but I can tell you what call options I bought today. And the Palantir call options I bought were 25 calls also for April 1st, and I bought 20 of them. That means I'm currently sitting on 2,000 shares, or the option to buy 2,000 shares, which is a lot of money, of Palantir until April 1st. I also think Palantir really just bottomed out today, took a beating today in the market, and I think that things are going to start looking good tomorrow. I'm currently minus $80 on 20 call options, so not that bad at all for market closing. I do anticipate these to go up sometime either this week or early next week. So I'm going to continue to hold on to them. These are all part of the day trading strategies that I talked to you guys about in order to get to that $1 million in 2021. I also bought some Jets call. A lot of people were telling me to buy airline options and stocks, so I decided to buy the ETF. So I bought into Jets. I didn't see too much movement on the airlines, nothing enough to where I liked getting into it for the day. So I decided to buy the ETF, and I think that's going to do fairly well. And of course, that is till June. So everything that I'm buying longer term, like holding a little longer term, is going to be until June moving forward. That is my strategy for my options. I also bought NCLH till June. As you guys can see, I'm down on that $115. And since these are new purchases, they're not going to be down as much as the older purchases in the portfolio. Clove is down. Apple once again is down $9,720. Now, this is my strategy with how I plan on saving my Apple calls. Now, although I have a lot of time on these Apple calls, I am still down $10,000. Now, my strategy here is to make money on these shorter term calls that I have and put them in Apple, bringing my cost average down quite a bit, so that if Apple makes just a little bit of a move, I have cost average my way down to where I'm going to be in the money fairly soon. That's what I kind of want to do, because right now I am way out of the money with these calls and I'm getting a little uncomfortable. I'm not too worried about it, like I'm not stressed out about it because I just have so much time, but I would rather cost average my way down into these Apple calls. So I'm going to be using some of these day trading profits and moving them into these calls. I'm not going to be cashing out. I'm not going to be taking the money, but instead cost averaging my way down into Apple. Of course, with that being said, Apple is the largest loss in this portfolio as of right now. Fubo, I'm down. NEO, I am down. PLTR, I am down. But all of these expire next year. So we're not going to really jump into them today because I have other things I want to cover. ExxonMobil, I did add one more call for Exxon earlier this morning. And the reason I did that is because these calls are getting cheaper by the day. The Dow Jones took a big hit, which actually helped me with these ExxonMobil calls and allowed me to buy the dip even further. I'm very excited to say that I'm in these calls for exactly where I want to be in them for. I'm going to continue to cost average my way down into ExxonMobil if need be, but I do think that this will recover, hopefully this week or the next. Okay, let's quickly jump into the stocks. I'm not going to cover the stocks in the usual fashion because that takes too much time, but instead I am going to talk about BNGO because they had an earnings report today. The stock went down during trading hours and then went back up after hours as soon as their earnings report was out. Now, I don't know what exactly the earnings are. In fact, let's just click on them for a second and see if those results came out. Okay, so the results are not out just as of yet, but that'll change, of course, as time progresses. So while I'm recording this, I don't have information on the earnings just yet, but I will have that later on. I'll post that in the community section later on for you guys to be able to see. Now, after BNGO, of course, we have our beloved NNDM, and NNDM took a big hit today, which means we are going to have to cost average our way a little lower into NNDM if we want to save ourselves and make those profits a little quicker, which can easily be done with the buying power that we have in the portfolio. Lightbridge, also a big loser. PLTR, a huge loser today, which is why we ended up buying those PLTR calls for April 1st. I think those are going to be a big profit maker in the short run, and that's something that I'm looking forward to over the next 2 weeks. Fubo down for the day, Excel Fleet down for the day, Piton moving up for the day. I actually had the chance to get into a day trade for Piton, but I decided not to because I just don't feel comfortable with the way the market is moving. SRPT went down for the day. We were actually hoping that this was going to break even today, which it did not. It actually went the other direction. VGAC continuing to fall and go in the wrong direction, but it's okay. At this point, we've chased it all the way to the bottom. It doesn't really have much room to run, so we are going to continue to hold VGAC. Sana still holding strong at around $750 in the red. WWR also holding strong at below $1,000. EXPI did run down for the day. Time did run down for the day once again. Polar Energy or Polar Power did run down for the day as well. Tesla not being able to break that $670 mark, continuing to trail under $670, and we are watching it closely because it does give us direction on where the market as a whole is going. Now, Tesla does have a little more volatility to it, but it can easily be traded even if the markets are just going sideways. GRWG in the red as well, ITRM in the red as well, AGTC in the red as well, GHVI in the red, CCIV in the red, but you guys will notice it's only $24 because that was a recent addition to this portfolio. We have all the ARK ETFs over here, all of them in the red, but what you will notice is that I did add a little more ARK G today when it fell below $90. So as soon as it fell below $90, I did add a little more ARK G. This is very interesting. It looks like ARKQ actually made a run for it after hours. So we're going to have to take a look on what happened there and figure out why ARKQ made that run. And this is the exciting part. So these are our entries for today. We did jump back into Opendoor. We are green on Opendoor. We also did jump back into SNDL. It was really weird because it was just a $10 profit because SNDL probably went up to like 121 or 122 and we have 1,000 shares in it. So anyways, we jumped into SNDL. I think we're going to be able to make an easy like $100 in it fairly soon. So I'm going to hold on to it, make a little bit of money, get out, and then get back in it, as I've already mentioned to you guys that I do quite a bit. Okay, now these are the stocks that I've been day trading, and I am holding all of these 5 positions overnight. Lizzie, BTWN, MBIO, ROOT, GSAH. We're holding all of these positions overnight, and these are the positions that I was day trading today. I just decided to hold them overnight because, as you can see, towards the end of these trades, we were in the red in all of them, and I didn't want to close out those positions. So we are going to be trading these stocks over the course of this week. So let's see how that goes. Okay, now that we're done with the stocks, let's quickly go over the crypto. So in the crypto space, we are up $10,180 on Bitcoin and $7,106 on Ethereum. Now, although that's not the best that we've done in this portfolio, I think at the best, Bitcoin was making this portfolio around $13,000 and Ethereum was also in the range of $13,000. They have lagged behind a little bit, but I think those numbers will come back. So that's something that we are going to keep an eye on as well. All right, guys, that's it for me. This is what my portfolio looked like today. Once again, my name is Hamza, and I'll see you guys next video.